Oh yeah. Alright guys, welcome back to Survival Living here. So, got some dried beans here, dried goods. Gonna be doing some Mylar tonight and want to bring you guys along with what we're doing here. So, as you guys know, we stock up a lot of food. A lot of dry goods and canned goods. We even have the long-term food storage foods, okay? This is the cheapest method that I know of as far as storing food and preparing. Okay, there's many different ways of storing food. I know. I like Mylar. I can take this, throw it across the room, and the bag's going to be just fine. Compared to canning, which we can as well, just I prefer this method better. To each their own. Today's video though is dry goods. So we've done rice, beans, pasta, flour, salt, sugar, anything that can be Mylar'd up, oatmeal, we have Mylar'd it. Guys, what we have here, I've got some lentils, got some split peas, we got pintos. These are my favorite. When it comes to storing up food, I encourage you to store the foods that you enjoy eating. Now, I will say this, when you are starving, you eat just about anything. I've been there, done it, done the training on it, was out as a train rider for a year and a half, living off the land, whatever I had in my backpack and off the land, that's all I had. I've eaten carcasses that have been laying there for a while and was questionable. Trust me, if you got food put back in, you're not going to be a picky eater. And I get people mad all the time when I say there is no such thing as food fatigue. And I get the comments, and someone's typing it right now. Food fatigue is real. No, it's called being a stuck-up snob. I lost most of my taste buds back in 2006. I have 80% of my taste buds that do not work. So when I eat food, it's texture for me. For the majority of what I eat in my life since 2006 is blah. So if food fatigue will cause you to die, I should have been dead a long damn time ago. Yeah, my thoughts, but to each their own. I just want to encourage you, put stuff back. Alright guys, so we have one of our affiliates. This is not a sponsored video by Wallaby, but we are affiliated with them. This is the products that we use. They've got all kinds of different products, guys. They got 1 gallon bags, they got the 5 gallon bags. I like using these little MRE, they call them MRE style bags. They got the little pouch on the bottom, fold out. I usually make these up with quick oatmeal and ramens. That's what I usually put in these. But as you can see, there's not a lot right here. So what I have is what I got, and what I got, and that sounds like a song. Pretty sure it is. This is what we're going to be using. So getting started, lentils, all that stuff, guys. You know, I did have my hands in this, but I did wash my hands when I came home. Some say that the body oil on your hand is actually not good to be reaching into dry food like this, and it can cause premature decay, possible fungal growth. I don't know. It makes sense. So food grade latex gloves, something like that, might be a good idea. That's up to you guys. I have not had any issues, and I open up and cycle my stuff through all the time. The longest that we've had anything in Mylar so far has been 5 years, and I have opened those up and took a look. No issues. But it's a possibility, I think. So I'm going to go and bag these things up, guys. Like I said, we got a whole bunch of different stuff here. The lentils probably can fit in a 1 gallon bag. I can usually get up to 5 pounds of a bean in these 1 gallon Mylars. The kidney beans was a 2 pound bag. The split peas was a 2 pound bag. And the pintos was a 1 pound bag. But we got 4 pounds of lentils right here, so I think we're going to put these in the 1 gallon and split up the rest in the Mylar, the MRE style. All right, so that is 4 pounds of lentils right there. So before I open up the O2 absorbers, I like to set up all my bags, get them ready before I open up these, because with wallabies, you usually get 10 of the O2 absorbers. Now, what type of O2 absorbers to use? Well, they send you different sizes for different products. All right, so the 1 gallons have their own type of O2 sensor, O2 absorber, not sensor, sorry. Same with the MRE styles, the big 5 gallon ones, I've got those right down here. They come in a different size as well. So these ones right here, because I actually have over amounts, we're going to be using these. These are 400 cc's, and we're going to be using in the gallon. And I'm going to go ahead and use them in these as well, because I actually have a large stock of these. I've been buying these up a lot. Like I said, we are affiliated with them, guys. If you're interested in Mylar that actually works, check them out. Use our link, get you a discount on that as well. But when it comes to food, store it up, guys. Dried beans, I get it. It takes fuel to cook longer than canned beans. And that's why we stock those up too. But canned beans, Mylar'd up, O2 absorber in it, can last you up to 20 years compared to a can that can get damaged and go bad quick, or any other type of preservative in it, stuff like that. Now, I do know some canned foods last so much longer than, and some even say indefinitely. Don't know. I have opened up food before that was not stored correctly, and you could taste it, you could smell it. It was bad. Well, during survival, I don't want to start going through my preps and find out I have a whole bunch of bad stuff. So we'll go ahead and get this stuff set up too. Alright, so this was a 2-pound bag of red kidney beans, and that ain't gonna work. We're gonna have to split this up. So a pound of beans looks like the magic number for these MRE styles. Okay, so that is 2 pounds of kidneys. So the different types of Mylar from Wallabies, these here have zippers, seals. This particular 1 gallon also has that. They do sell a product that does not have that zipper. Honestly though, I like having it, not to reseal food, although that's what the original design was for, so you can reseal it without having to go get your heat sealer and everything else. But when you are actually sealing these up originally, after your O2 absorber is in there, you can crack a little corner open, get as much of that air out, seal it, and then heat seal. It makes it a little bit easier after that O2 absorber's in. So moving on. Yeah, I got beans everywhere. Good thing this is the studio, so I can sweep it up later. All right, pintos. One of the things I do want to point out, I had commenters and stuff talking about stockpiling food inside my house, and you know, they have issues with mice and all this stuff, and you're gonna have mice from this. I've never had any rodent issues. One, this stuff we use, we rotate our stocks out. If you have a rodent issue in your home, you got rats and mice chewing through your preps, you need to address that now. Okay, do whatever you got to get rid of that sucker. Get rid of them all, because they're going to continue to come by. I mean, you got food in the house. Once that's in there, you need to be addressing it. I don't have an issue with mice and rodents coming in my home because we are always disturbing our stocks all the time. So it's something people should think about, because I have seen the comment a lot when I do videos on Mylar and food and storing food about how they have mice problems and rat problems. I'm going to get that fixed. So that was pintos and peas. Now that is 2 pounds of peas, so we're probably going to need 2 of these. Although they are smaller in size compared to kidneys. That is so not right container. I am making a freaking mess. It's been a long 10 hours at work. Yeah. And our last one here. And wait for it. There it goes. And you get your nice heat seal right across. So guys, if you are interested in Wallaby products, definitely check them out. It's a good way of storing up food. If you use our link, yeah, we do get a percentage of sales. We do. But if you use our links and use our codes, you get a discount on them. So there's all kind of different products that they've got. They got the sealers. They got many different styles of the Mylar itself. They even have 5-gallon buckets with the gamma lids, lock lids, and stuff like that. So it's entirely up to you on how you want to store your food. Like I said, you can store it up by canning your own food. I forgot to seal that. 1 second. So that's usually what I do there. But that pink tab is starting to darken. So that means these O2 absorbers have been exposed for a minute. We'll see if they're any good later on because I left them open. Usually I set out 10 bags before I start Mylaring. That way I just take one of these out, shove them in each one of the bags, seal them up, and I don't have to worry about resealing. Those tabs there, those little pink tabs that come in these, you know if oxygen's been there, they'll start changing colors on you. So pretty cool that they actually have that. It makes it easier when you're stocking up stuff. Anyway guys, want to encourage you. Besides just dry goods, canned goods. I know spaghetti. I love spaghetti. And I read the comments. Spaghetti with rust out on your cans. Yada yada yada. Only use glass jars. What we have here at the house is what's known as rotational stock. In other words, all this food. Well, what you see, we got a lot more food than this, and we keep it in different locations too. That way, if you have a house fire like I've had, you don't lose all your stuff. All right, we rotate this stuff out. We use this food. This food gets used before it gets to a best by date, let alone an expiration date. So when I say we have a 3-year supply of food, I mean we got a 3-year supply of rotational stock food. Stuff in Mylar, the beans, rice, you're talking 20 plus years. That's how long that stuff lasts. You probably can't see it on camera. The long-term food storage stuff, the powdered, like our Nutrient Survival and Augason Farms, that is 10 years, 10 plus. The For Patriots and the other long-term food survival food that we have, that we're affiliated with, 20-25 years. So when I say 3 years, I mean 3 years of rotational stock. And like we're trying to show more on this channel is growing your own food, hunting and fishing your own food. Going into the apocalypse saying that you're just going to hunt and fish and farm as soon as it happens and you're not prepping is a huge mistake. Alright, right now we got a greenhouse going, and when I get off work we're looking at things, trying to keep that going, get things sprouted, and then we have to work on transferring that stuff out. And it's also going to be a continuous greenhouse. We're going to be using the greenhouse for, during the summer months, a nursery, getting the next crop ready and then putting them out. That way when we use up crops, we have more coming in behind it. I'm working on it. I've not successfully done that yet. This is the first year with the greenhouse, But we show fishing. All right, there's so many ways. I mean, I got a freezer load full of catfish. Freaking love catfish. Those are saltwater catfish, even better. Just going out to work, fishing. Now, granted, those times I'm out there to 2 a.m. and I got to be at work, get up at 4 a.m. That sucks. But I'm just working on putting more food back for my family. I encourage you guys to do the same. Think you're just going to walk out there and hunt, fish, and farm as soon as shit hits the fan? It's not a good idea. You have to have food to continue you while you're hunting, while you're fishing, while you're growing crops. You have to have food put back. Alright guys, appreciate you hanging out with me. Speak to y'all later.